Good morning, folks. Thanks so much for clicking your way to myhighplains.com. Meteorologist Lilja here, taking a look at Pinpoint 3D Tide Radar, brought to you by Attorney Dean Boyd. For today, increasing clouds as we move through the day and into the afternoon. Okay, a little breezy, winds out of the east and southeast, maybe 10 to 20 miles an hour by later this afternoon. What we're really looking at is the winter storm watch, which is in effect late tonight, so right around midnight tonight through Tuesday evening. And we'll see how long they push this out. I wouldn't be surprised if this holds until Tuesday at midnight for pretty much everywhere across the high plains. So if you are going to be traveling today or tomorrow, please keep that in mind. Say traveling today and coming back tomorrow. If you're headed out the door tomorrow down I-40 or I-27, it is going to be rather wet and rather white. As we zoom back out, two things are going to be happening today. Number one, clouds are going to be increasing from the southeast back to the northwest, and clouds are going to be increasing from the northwest down to the southeast. Amarillo, kind of right in the middle here. Our next weather maker out here off to our west. That'll be sliding through as we move through the day tomorrow. Computerized weather models are kind of all over the place in terms of snow totals. It's a little like herding cats this morning. Most of them are pegging the northeastern counties and parts of the Oklahoma Panhandle with the most snow in terms of total accumulations. We're talking about anywhere between 3 to 7 to 10 inches locally. A couple of the weather models suggesting that the void in between Borger back toward Perryton and Spearman on Highway 70 up there, anywhere between 10 and 15 inches of snow are possible. So if you are going to be traveling, you need to keep that in mind. Now, in saying that, historically speaking, kind of a gut feeling speaking, I don't know if we're going to see that much snow. I would just be very surprised with how dry we have been over the past almost 2 years now. It's going to be hard to squeeze that much moisture out of the atmosphere, but the opportunity is there. Here in town, I think we're looking at a chance between 2 and 4 inches of snow. Now, it all depends on where this next low tracks. Now, like we say all the time when we're dealing with snow, the further south that it tracks, the more wraparound moisture we can get, the more moisture we can get at the surface, and the better chances for all of that moisture to go up and then precipitate back down as snow or rain sometimes. So that's what we're hoping for. And right now, a lot of the models are taking it just off to our south, even further to the south. Some of them take it kind of right across the high plains. So we will be watching it very closely as we move through the day today and into tomorrow. What are we looking at right now? Well, here in town, here we are. Let's take a look at the timeline. 7 a.m. here in Amarillo. I think as you wake up, make your way to work or to school if you do have to go tomorrow. I think it'll be a rain-snow mix here in town and points just off to our south and west. I think Clovis, you folks will wake up with maybe some light drizzle and a rain-snow mix. Snow back off to the north if you're in places like Dumas, back toward Dalhart and Clayton. And as we move through the day, it's going to switch over to all snow here in town shortly after 7 a.m. I think right about the 7 to 8 o'clock hour is when we're going to make that switch to just all snow. And that's going to be for pretty much everywhere north of I-40 and everywhere off to the west of I-27. I think as you make your way down 287 toward Clarendon and Memphis, it'll be a rain-snow mix, even getting into Childress as we get toward the noon hour, a rain-snow mix. Down off to the south of that, I think we'll be looking at regular rain. And then by the time dinner time rolls around or the time you're getting off work, then it's all snow for pretty much everyone, including Childress. And lingering snow showers will be around as we move into the evening before clearing things out as we head toward midnight or so. Now, as of this morning, this is what we're looking at. How about 4 to 8 inches of snow back toward Perryton, and pretty much all of the areas shaded in this dark blue and purple, and that does include just off to the north of Amarillo. I think here in town we will be spared, like I said, about 2 to 4 inches. 2 to 5 are possible along the I-40 corridor, and as you make your way off to the south of Amarillo down toward Happy and Tulia. And I think just 1 to 2 inches for you folks in Childress, though there are some of the weather models that are suggesting that the snow will stick around just long enough for you folks to pick up 2 to 4 as well. And again, we'll be watching it as we move through the day today and into tomorrow. But what's even more interesting, like I mentioned, up to 10 inches sometime in some locales, and folks, it could even be higher than this, especially like I said, as you get off into that void just off to the north and east of Borger. So What's the in-house model saying? Well, it pegs it pretty much right on the nose. There we are in that kind of void in between Borger and back toward Perryton, Wheeler, and getting back towards Spearman. And take a look at the legend here. How about anywhere between 1 to 3 to 4 inches here in town, 3 to 6 as you make your way back off to the northeast toward Panhandle, Pampa, back toward Borger, even maybe getting back toward Dumas. And then it increases again 6 to 8 inches, and then there's that opportunity. A very small little slingshot or spot right there for up to 10 inches of snow. So there's the opportunity for a lot of it out there. Okay, so how do we pan out for today? Again, just a couple of high clouds. We'll be at 45 here in town, 42 in Dumas. A little cooler in Dalhart at 39. Winds out of the east and southeast. That's what's going to be pumping in that moisture. That's what we need for our snow showers for tomorrow. And then as you wake up in the morning, Future Sky Forecast paints in a lot of moisture down off to our southeast. Childress waking up with just some rain at 37, 36 in Clarendon with that rain-snow mix. It has Amarillo pegged with just a little bit of pink off to our east. I think it'll be, again, a rain-snow mix here in town just as you wake up and make your way out the door, but it will be quickly changing to all snow. Also, Future Sky Forecast here, I don't think paints the snow far enough off to the west. You folks in Dalhart and back toward Clayton, I think we'll see snow as you wake up in the morning. Same goes back toward Guyman, even Tucumcari. You folks might see a couple of flurries and maybe some light drizzle, like I was mentioning, back toward Clovis as you wake up. As we move through the day, you'll notice the snow sticks around, but basically on a line from Guyman down through Tulia points off to the east. Snow's still sticking around for you folks in Childress at 36, 33 in Clarendon. We'll be at freezing in the afternoon here in town, and 32 also in Dumas. But notice, yeah, we're not warming up tomorrow. If anything, we will be cooler in the afternoon than we will be in the morning. Taking a look at the week ahead, again, 2 to 4 inches here in town for tomorrow. A little breezy, 39 for your Wednesday. And folks, we might even be a little cooler than that if we can get enough snowpack on the ground. 45 on Thursday. And again, if we get a decent snowpack, we'll be a little bit cooler than that as well. Another cold front slides on through. I think we've got another opportunity for some flurries. About a 30% chance right now, late Thursday into Friday before we clear things out. And then we do start to finally warm things up as we head Saturday and on into Sunday. So, main story for today is pay attention to the weather for tomorrow. If you had to go out to the grocery store today, maybe pick up an extra couple of items. I don't think we're looking at any kind of a snowpocalypse situation, but do be prepared for some inclement weather and some adverse driving conditions for tomorrow. And again, you can follow all of this, of course, right here on myhighplains.com.